Why do you keep holding on to a relationship that hurts you? Why is it that even when something clearly damages us, we stay, insist, justify, and endure? Why do we cling so tightly to a bond where the problem is no longer just that it fails to make us happy, but that it slowly turns everyday life into something unbearable? Because there comes a moment when it is not about temporary discomfort anymore. It is about waking up tired of the same emotional weight, carrying the same emptiness day after day, wondering how something that once felt alive ended up feeling so suffocating. And unbearable does not only mean shouting, insults, or open aggression. Unbearable is not limited to obvious violence. Unbearable can also be silent, subtle, and quiet. It can look like emotional emptiness, like a relationship that tastes like nothing, like an egg without salt, completely flavorless. Relationships that have lost all texture, all excitement, all spark. Relationships that become dull, flat, and predictable, trapped inside routine. The same conversations, the same gestures, the same silence, every single day, at the same hour, in the same place, with nothing new to look forward to. These are the relationships where you feel something is always missing, as if you are constantly a few cents short of a full dollar, where you cannot quite explain what is wrong, but you know that nothing truly excites you anymore. Of course, emotions in a relationship are not always intense. They fluctuate. They go up and down. It cannot always feel like fireworks or champagne, right? No one expects constant intensity. But when, over time, you realize that everything is slowly going downhill, when days pass and you feel less alive instead of more, the real question appears: why do you stay there? The first instinct is usually to try to fix things. And that is not wrong. Wanting to repair a relationship is natural, but fixing does not mean surrendering. It does not mean folding your arms and waiting. It does not mean becoming passive or turning into a constant protester either, even if that protest comes from a good place. So the question becomes, why don't you resist what is hurting you? Why don't you challenge what no longer works? Maybe it is because you are afraid that if you speak up, if you draw a line, the other person will finally take you seriously. You think, if I say this clearly, it's either fixed or it ends. And the idea that the other person might actually listen makes you panic. So instead, you stay silent. You choose not to say anything. But there are many ways to express yourself, many ways to be firm without being destructive. That brings us to the first and most powerful reason people stay where they should not stay: fear. Fear of being alone, fear of losing the other person, fear that grows exaggerated, distorted, and overwhelming. A fear that imagines, in advance, a life without that person and paints it as unbearable. It sounds like a romantic song, and in your mind it plays like one. A song you don't dance to, a song you live. And songs that are lived, not just heard, can be extremely dangerous. Sometimes you tolerate everything in a quiet, resigned way because deep inside you are holding on to hope. Hope that things will change. Hope that one day it will be different. It is not even that you are unwilling to change yourself. You already are. You have already recognized that something is wrong. You are ready to adjust, to improve, to grow. But often the other person never reaches that awareness. They stay comfortable in what people like to call a comfort zone. I don't love that expression, but no better one comes to mind. That place of emotional ease, repetition, and inertia. And the person remains there, unmoved, like a machine running on autopilot, without realizing that the relationship no longer works or no longer requires effort in their eyes. For them, this is enough. They may tell themselves that this is just how relationships are. that all couples eventually become like this. That passion fades, connection weakens, and that is simply life. But that is not true. Not all relationships end up this way. A significant percentage, 35–40%, depending on context and culture, do not live their relationships in emotional emptiness. So the second reason people stay, or the real answer to why we remain stuck, is hope. Hope for transformation. Hope that things will improve. Hope that change will arrive on its own. Yet when you ask people why they believe it will change, they usually cannot explain it. They don't know why. Because if neither of you is doing anything differently, if one complains and the other looks away, or the roles are reversed, why would anything change at all? Without mutual commitment, change does not happen. These expectations become irrational when they are not supported by a clear agreement from both sides to fix things, or at least genuinely try. And if you turn into a lonely hero, like Don Quixote fighting windmills without Sancho Panza, trying to save a relationship all by yourself, nothing will happen. You may say, I will fight for my marriage, I will keep fighting, but relationships are not won alone. Both people must fight, both must be present, and if the other person refuses, what are you staying for? Waiting for awareness to suddenly appear? That awareness already failed to arrive. So then comes the idea of time, more time, endless time. I once had a patient who said, let's give it time, he's asking for time. We moved from hours to days, from days to weeks, until months passed, and the truth became clear. You are not an object. You are not something to be evaluated with a checklist. People in love do not need to be convinced. And if you must push someone to stay with you, it is time to look elsewhere. Another powerful reason people stay trapped is belief, often religious belief. The idea that marriage is meant to last forever, no matter what, in good times and bad. But everything depends on how bad those bad times are. If society insists we marry for love rather than convenience, why can't we separate when love disappears? If love is the foundation, its absence matters. And finally, there is low self-esteem, a term often used as a catch-all, but one that hides deep pain. Low self-esteem includes poor self-image, low self-worth, and the belief that one is not lovable. Then the fear appears. If I leave, who will love me? The truth is, someone always will. Somewhere near you, right now, there is someone capable of loving you. They just don't know you exist yet. You have to step into the world. Self-esteem can be rebuilt. Maybe it isn't as low as you think. Maybe you are worthy of love. Maybe what you offer emotionally has value. Think about it, and hopefully, you will find a healthy and dignified way forward. Before you go, take a moment. Thank yourself for being here, for listening, for showing up today. You don't have to have everything figured out. Just keep taking small steps. I'll see you in the next story.